All right, I would like to call to order the Town Board meeting for April 24th, 2025. If you would all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, could you please call roll?
Let's see. Councilman Cole?
Here.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Here.
Councilman Mattingly?
Here.
Councilman Schuback?
Here.
Supervisor Dwyer?
Here. Thank you. I'd like to ask for a moment of silence for Bobby Lehman's passing. He was the lieutenant of the Warwick Ambulance Corps as well as a past chief for the Warwick Fire Department. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, I make a motion that we accept the regular meeting minutes for the April 10, 2025 board meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. I make a motion that we pay all audited bills.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Correspondence is listed as addendum number 1. Is there any board's discussion on the correspondence? There being none, we'll go directly into our reports of boards and department heads. Our police chief is not going to be here tonight, or he may show up late, but he was extremely busy today, as I'm sure some of you may have seen on Facebook. There was some extensive police activity on Little York Road, and we can't go into much more detail on that, but we will be issuing some statements on that at a later date. But the chief was out there at starting about 3 o'clock this morning, and I'm sure if he's not still out there, hopefully he's sleeping. DPW, go right into Ben Astorino, DPW Commissioner.
Good evening, everyone. We're doing some tree work on Little York Road with our bucket truck. We took down a very large tree out there the other day. Covered Bridge Road, we took down 4 trees with the bucket truck. West Street Extension, we brushed that back along with Sanfordville Road. Mowing, we are using the new mower we purchased, we received in February. We did probably 90% of Greenwood Lake, including the village, and we are now on State School Road, Wisner Road, and Lower Wisner Road. Ball fields, all the parks are open. We are mowing and maintaining. The parks are staffed full-time now, and they are in the swing of things. They started mowing this week. Potholes, we're still filling the cold mix. We anticipate hot mix next week, so we'll be transitioning to road work, culvert pipes, basin work, all of that. I just urge the residents to see the crews on the road, give them a break. They're out there, they're working for you, so do that. And what's funny about that, we actually had a snowstorm. I think it was the day our supervisor went to Florida. Go figure. It was a Saturday morning. Russ, this isn't your fault, by the way, for making that comment at the last meeting. But yeah, we had about 3 or 4 inches of snow in the highest elevations of Warwick. So what that entailed was putting the plows back on, which were nicely put away, and hitting the road. So that's the last time this year, gentlemen. I do not want to say that again.
Fall's coming, don't worry.
Maybe.
Thanks. Also, vehicle maintenance and emergency repairs are always on that. Road signs, we're out replacing them as needed. And I believe that is all I have this evening. Any questions?
Any questions? Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Water Sewer, Deputy Commissioner McPherson.
Good evening, everyone. We're checking all of our plants 7 days a week. Preventative maintenance is being completed on time. Samples are being collected and reported on time. Regulatory reporting is being completed and submitted on time as well. We have the Greenwood Lake Summer System completely open and online. We spent several days excavating and repairing leaks on that system. We fixed leaks on Deer Trail North and South, Brook Trail, Erica Lane, Julie Lane, Stony Trail, as well as Blueberry Hill. I'll coordinate with the DPW to get all the spots paved where we had to cut the road. We excavated and repaired a curb box on Ann Court in Greenwood Lake. We opened up the Union Corner soccer field water system for the season, which included disinfecting the well, flushing the lines, and making sure the chlorine system is operating correctly. The Pine Island water system, the contractor is estimating the new well and equipment to be installed by the second week of May, depending on if all the equipment arrives on time. We're optimistic we're getting very close to finally turning that well on. We're keeping the wastewater treatment plant running to the best of its ability. Outside of the daily maintenance and routine operations, we made some small repairs, including a water pump motor that burned and an aerator blower we had to take out and send in for a tune-up. We're also looking to do a spring hydrant flush on all districts tentatively the first week of May, but I'll coordinate with the supervisor on alerting the residents to that. That concludes my report.
Matt, I just want to thank you for your efforts in the income survey that you've done. After hours, Matt has been going out with his crew as well as the crew from the engineering firm doing door-to-door. We had another local resident of Kings Estates, Julio Martinez, go door-to-door, and that was proved to be key and critical with a local resident going door-to-door with us to try to get the survey. So
Definitely helped.
great work. I appreciate it, Matt.
Not a problem.
All right, Recreation Director Sam Walter.
Thank you, Supervisor. So my report is mainly about Mountain Lake Park. Just wanted to remind everyone that pool passes are on sale now, and it's the best time now to actually get your pool passes because prices go up starting June 1st. Swim lessons are pretty much full. We might have a few spots left in the children ages 9 through 12, like the oldest class at the park. And then pickleball clinics are looking good. The skills drills clinic on Thursdays is now full. So we do have instructional clinics on Tuesday that are still available if you're interested in learning pickleball. And we're going to do a planting this Saturday of a really nice oak tree up at the park for celebration of Arbor Day. That's done with the Shade Tree Commission, and some Girl Scouts are coming out to help plant as well. And that is Saturday at 9:30 up by the pickleball courts also. And then lastly, I wanted to introduce you to a scout that recently completed his Eagle Scout project at the park. It's an amazing project, but I'll let you tell him, he'll tell you about it. His name is Paulie Helmrich, and he's from Troop 38. Paulie, you want to come up with your fellow scouts? Yeah? Okay.
How's it going tonight? I came here a couple months ago to get approval for my project. I showed you guys I wanted to get the tables done. I wanted to do the tables, the ADA compliant tables, and the picnic chairs. And actually, I have some pictures to show you guys because I finished the project.
Oh, thank you.
This is Klaus, and this is Joey. I believe he did a project for the village. It was the dog park. Yeah. And then, yeah, so they helped me with the whole project. They did my work day with me, and they just told me to. And Will Bowler also helped me, but he couldn't make it today.
So, Paulie, here's the thing. You thought you were off the hook with having to do projects, but I called your father and asked if you would, if you and your group would consider building more benches for the senior center.
I know, I was here about 4 hours ago taking pictures of those.
Yeah, and honestly, you guys did such great work, and you did great work in your team and how you put everything together. I mean, the picnic tables came out wonderfully. ADA accessible picnic tables, and the Adirondack chairs, really everything came out phenomenal. And the benches in front of the senior center, there are 4 of them, they were an Eagle Scout project, and I thought it would make sense, instead of us using regular wood and regular labor to replacing an Eagle Scout project, it would have to be done by another Eagle Scout to carry on that tradition, carry on the legacy of who built that 20 years ago. So I appreciate you considering that, and I hope you guys can do that in the future. How was your experience in the whole process? Can you just run through, how you raised the money, how you built a team, and how you put everything together?
I started with, after I got approval, I started with just went to all local businesses. I went to Rowe Brothers. I went to the Lowe's in Chester. I went to the Home Depot in Middletown, just trying to get people to sponsor the materials. Then I went pretty much for the money. I just went to local businesses, Edenville Deli, S&SO Produce, Rowe Brothers for just anything they could give me. I already said that, but they sponsored me, and then they were gonna. Sorry. Then it was pretty much local businesses. Herta Monuments really helped. Herta Monuments and Funeral Homes. It was basically just anybody would give me a little bit just to contribute to the project. And then we got the lumber from Rowe Brothers. They gave me a lot of discounts. Like, I'm very thankful for that, for their support. And then, yeah, we brought the lumber to one of my dad's friends, who we cut everything, put everything together. We did the Adirondack chairs together, and then we did the tables. We cut them, and then we brought them on site, and then that's how we got here. And then selecting these guys, he has experience with his project, and class has experience, I assume. But yeah, and then I just picked the guys. Like, I've gone through Scouts. Like, we went through our whole thing together. We've been going through Scouts, and we joined near the same time. It just,
Good. Well, it was a great project. We appreciate you doing it. Your contribution to our town park is going to last for many, many years, and a lot of people will enjoy it. And great job. Well done.
I need something from you. I need your signature.
All right. There you go. Good work. Nice job. Are you next, Klaus? You're gonna do the next Eagle Scout project?
Yeah.
Very good. All right.
Right?
I already have what I want to do. I just gotta plan it all out.
Are you
Very
in the
good.
tower?
Good luck.
Oh, he's got a good one.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
There's a geese problem at the park. There's a lot of pooping going on. There's, it's like a lighthouse, a little lighthouse. It's broken, and it was moved to like the tourism geese. It like scans the area, and I don't know exactly what it does, but it like has like a laser, I guess, and it just like.
Probably a green light, green laser light.
It disrupts their sleep, so they don't wanna go there, so I'm gonna try to figure out the wiring and let them sleep out.
Awesome. I know Sam will be very happy about that.
Klaus, what's your last name?
Linda,
Can you spell that?
L-I-N-D-E-N.
A-U? Thank you. Klaus with the C or K?
Great job, guys. Well done. Thank you. You don't have to. Take care, guys. All right, we're going to go right into town board reports, beginning with Councilman D'Angelo.
Okay, good evening. The Warwick Shelter is currently housing 255 assorted species of animals. That includes 31 rabbits, 34 fowl from a neglect case in October, and 23 abandoned parakeets, all of whom are available for adoption, along with dogs, cats, kittens, and 2 gerbils. The adoption applications are available at wvhumane.org. The shelter is in desperate need of newspapers and wee-wee pads. Other daily supplies include paper towels, paper plates, bleach, distilled white vinegar, simple green cleaner, and both 13 and 33-gallon garbage bags. The membership drive is underway. All pet owners in our community are encouraged to become a member of the organization in support of the homeless animals. Minimal membership fees are listed in our website, and you can join using the membership PayPal button or mail to WVHS, Post Office Box 61, Warwick, New York. The membership drive is the first fundraiser of the year and helps us after a long winter. That's all I have for the Humane Society. The Friendly Visitor Program is in need of volunteers, and they're going to have 2 volunteers trainings in May, one in the May 20th at the Cornwall Library, and one virtual on May 29th. Now, pre-approval is required to attend the training, so that you have to contact them for an application. Probably the best thing to do is to leave a message here for our coordinator at 845-986-1124, extension 400, if you're interested. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Cole, your report, please.
Thank you. Last Saturday, myself and 11 other volunteers, including the town historian and the deputy historian, went out to Amity to clear out a cemetery that was in need of a little TLC. It's a very old one. There's a lot of quite a few of the Civil War era and a few Revolutionary War era graves there. Some of the stones had fallen over. DPW loaned us some cones. I'll bring them back as soon as I can. And it was a good effort. We did a lot of work there on that day. I don't know if there's more yet to do, but the majority of it was done. And also upcoming in anticipation and celebration of our 250th anniversary on May 18th from 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock at the Stonehouse Inn over on Hathorne Road. They're going to have a Founders Day, which they have different demonstrations. They have some people in period dress showing what life was like back then. Going to be a few reenactments, and it's going to be from, like I say, 2 to 7. It's going to be about 6 hours, so it's going to be a good filled day. But it's very interesting. The local history is very rich, and we always appreciate when people take the effort to remind us what our heritage is in this area. That's all I have.
Very good, thank you. Councilman Mattingly, your report, please.
Thank you, Supervisor. Just a reminder, the Warwick Valley Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Center's ribbon cutting celebrations tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. at 75 Main Street in Warwick. The ribbon cutting will be at 4:30 sharp with celebration to follow. Also, the Warwick Valley Chamber has partnered with the Warwick Valley Country Club on April 30th at the Warwick Valley Country Club located at 42 Oakland Avenue for 9 before wine, 9 holes before its mixer. Registration is required before April 27th, that's Monday. For more information, visit warwickcc.org. The after-hours mixer obviously follows from 5:30 to 7:30, also at the Warwick Valley Country Club. Grand opening of Village Vets in the Village of Florida from the Village of Florida Chamber of Commerce is on Sunday, April 27th from noon to 3 at 74 Main Street in Florida, featuring giveaways, adoption events, crafts, games, refreshments, blessing of animals, smooches with pooches, and the Dream Donuts food truck. That is on Sunday at noon. For additional information about the Greenwood Lake events, please visit gwlnychamber.com/events. And for the Pine Island Chamber events, please visit pineislandny.com/events for a full list of community and member events. That is my report this evening.
Great, thank you. Councilman Schuback, your report, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This Sunday, the Florida Fire District's having their tax time raffle and chicken barbecue. There are still a few tickets available if anyone's interested. And also, too, I would like to share something that happened to me this past week. I always harp on about being safe around the equipment and out in the black dirt. So, Monday when I was coming back with the truck, I passed Quaker Creek, go on the straightaway, and off in the distance I could see a piece of equipment coming down the road and a large number of cars behind it. They start going out one after another very safely. I start getting closer, the fifth car comes out, start getting a little closer, I start slowing down, and then right behind it, that sixth car comes out, not even look ahead, and if I didn't stop, come a complete stop with the truck, I would have hit her head on. We would have had a head-on collision. So if someone coming the other way wasn't careful, she would have, paying attention, she would have been dead. So that's just I always harp on that. So please, people, be careful. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Town Clerk?
I have nothing to report.
Okay, we'll make this easy. I'm going to forego my report as well this evening. Privilege of the floor on any agenda items. All right, we'll go right into addendum number 4, which is our resolutions portions of the evening.
Motion to waive the Mountain Lake Park Lakeside Pavilion fees for Warwick Valley Special Education PTA to host a family picnic on June 15, 2025, between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. I make a motion to approve the following surplus equipment that are no longer in use to be auctioned: Tenko wing plow, 3 Viking 11-foot plows, 9-foot Boss plow, ditching bucket for backhoe, Boss sander, Monroe sander, cat loader, tires and rims, turf tire and rims, Exmark 72-inch mower.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion to accept the resignation of Caitlin Roberti as an animal control officer for the town of Warwick Valley Humane Society effective April 12th, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Make a motion granting permission to the following applicants to serve alcohol at Town of Warwick parks and rental fees. All applicants have filed a certificate of liability and liquor liability of insurance at the town clerk's office. Applicants are as listed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion to appoint Andrew D. Fuller as a part-time police dispatcher as a rate of pay of $21.50 per hour, effective date 4/26/25.
Second.
All in favor?
2025, excuse me.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Motion to schedule a public hearing to consider projects to be submitted for HUD funding through Orange County Community Development. Said public hearing to be held on May 8th, 2025, at 7 p.m. at the Town Hall, 132 Kings Highway, Warwick, New York, or as soon thereafter as the matter may be heard.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Make a
Motion-
motion to appoint following lifeguards at the 2025 Mountain Lake Park Pool: Aiden Corbalis, Anastasia Kuchniska. I should have let you read this one, Russ. Daniel Lupkovich, Danny Devine, Jackson Fromeyer, Jameson Devine, Jillian Shaw, Joe Sanzone, Mary Catherine Cornyn, Thomas Renando, Courtney Connolly.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion to waive the 30-day advance notice for a local municipality or community board requirement for an on-premises alcohol beverage license for Masker Farm LLC located at 45 Ball Road, Warwick, New York.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion to authorize the supervisor to spend an additional $6,433.67 on repairs to town-owned rental properties located at 45 and 47 Bowen Road.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion to adopt the following resolution, whereas Town Board of Warwick will consider and vote to approve installation and construction of certain improvements to be performed at Wickham Woodlands Park, 19 to 21 Woodland Way, Warwick, New York, 10990, including construction of an arboretum, amphitheater, parking lot, walking path, bathrooms, with the proposed action, which is currently owned by the town of Warwick and used as a public park, the facility, has prepared an environmental assessment form, and whereas pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act, SECRA, the town board must declare its intent to act as lead agency for a coordinated review of the application for SECRA. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the town board of the town of Warwick intends to act as lead agency for the coordinated review of the proposed action, and the town clerk of the town of Warwick is hereby directed to deliver a notice containing the full environmental assessment form and other application materials to all involved and interested agencies for comment.
Second.
I second them, yep. Councilman Mattingly, second. The clerk will call roll.
Supervisor Dwyer?
Aye.
Councilman D'Angelo?
Aye.
Councilman Cole?
Aye.
Councilman Mattingly?
Aye.
Councilman Shuga?
Aye.
Let the record show 5 ayes.
Very good, thank you. All right, at this time, we'll open it up, privilege of the floor on any general topic. There being none, the next town board meeting will be Thursday, May 8th at 2025. It will be preceded by a workshop that may start as early as 5:30, and there will also be a public hearing that same evening at 7 p.m. I make a motion that we adjourn. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thanks, everybody.